Okay, hello everybody. It's me, Ari. We're back here at Just My Opinion podcast with Mike. Say hi, Mike.
Hello.
Here we go. Already. How you doing, man?
I'm doing peachy keen, brother.
Yeah?
Peachy keen. Yep. Had a good weekend so far, so
Yeah?
really hard to complain.
What you do?
Well, this week it was back on the grind from vacation and, working again and everything like that. But it was a great week for work, though.
I know.
But, back to traveling again and everything like that. So, but it was good. Like I said, did good in sales, everything like that. And then this weekend, went out to dinner on Friday night, as you know, and we'll get to. And then Saturday, we actually had to go on down to a family birthday party. I'll definitely have to tell you about that. And then last night, we kind of
I already can imagine.
Last night we hung out with some friends and had dinner over with them. And then this morning, had to get up early, deliver a cake for Melinda because she has a cake business.
So you deliver?
Well, we deliver together, but we had to go to, after that, we went and hung out with her dad and took him to this place called the Back Nine, which was really cool. We could definitely talk about them and hype them. I'll tell everybody about that. That was pretty neat.
The Back Nine.
So, the Back Nine. It's a virtual gaming center type place.
What does the name mean? The Back
Nine. The Back Nine. It's a golfing reference.
Oh.
You're
right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I don't know.
Now you know. You know.
No, I took
Just
it the
cut
wrong
me
way.
off.
I took it differently. Never mind.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Forgot about sports all of a sudden.
What about you? What did you do? What was your week and your weekend like?
Pretty much nothing. No, I did some work. Same thing. Workout. We went for dinner. That was nice, right?
Yeah, it was.
We had
nice.
a good time. Yeah, it was good. I mean, they did not brought our bread right away, but it was it was true, right? They did not.
Yeah.
Every restaurant you go, they bring you something, chips and salsa, whatever. But this was Italian, so you're expecting that bread with the oil and all the spices, right?
I love it.
And they did not. They did not. And they had 2 people per table because they were training. So that's 2 minds right there. And they did not deliver the bread.
And I'm going to be honest, okay? First time going out in a little bit and sitting down at a nice restaurant. I know the masker for my safety. I still, to this very second, couldn't tell you my server's name, if I guessed.
Mashallah? Shama? I don't know.
No, but back to dinner anyways. Yeah, no, it was good. The bread was straight. We went to Delmonico's in Orlando. I think it was nice.
Yeah, that's the name. I was trying to think the name, but I couldn't figure it out. I was like, something about a demon.
Delmonico's Italian.
I don't know what I was thinking. Something about demon. I was telling Sasha something about a demon.
In Orlando.
Yeah. It was
and
nice.
Let's incorporate something new because we can. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Fuck Yelp, because I'm not going to go on there and leave a review because I'm way too lazy.
Yeah.
So on a 5-star scale, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, okay? And you're going to rate this thing by star.
Okay.
All right? This is what we're going to do. All right? We got...
You're actually going to write it down, too?
Presentation. All right? So presentation is a category. And you know what? Maybe this will be a thing, and we'll try this out on more episodes, and the listeners can recommend restaurants for us to do this to.
Okay.
So presentation.
You want my opinion now on presentation?
Presentation / classiness. Hang on. These are the categories.
Oof.
Classiness. All right. Boom. That's a category. Presentation and classiness. Then we got service. All right. Basically, waiters and waitresses.
Yeah.
All right. And then our next category area, and our third and final one, because we're not going to make, fuck. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
Is the most important one, food. What's the word for food in Spanish?
Comida.
All right.
Why are you asking about that?
I just
We only
wanted to know.
translate food.
Well, I just figure if I ever go to Mexico, I could say, or Puerto Rico, I could say, "Donde cobita?"
Comida with an M.
With an M. Oh,
Comida.
need to make a note
There you go.
because I already switched it to a B. All right. Anyways, all right. So we've got presentation classiness of Delmonico's Italian Steakhouse in Orlando area. You got a 5-star opportunity here. Where do you land?
On the presentation of the restaurant.
The whole presentation / classiness. All
Oh,
right.
no more than a 3.
No more than a 3.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think.
Fuck them and their fountain.
Right. Well, don't even. I have one of those in my garden. Anyway, and I have birds that come to my fountain. They didn't have shit over there. So, no. The first thing is that it's really nice inside. All those they had like 100 chandeliers all over the restaurant.
Yeah, almost over every table.
Very nice. Now, where it's tricky is that they had drawings on the walls, right? So that was kind of tacky.
Kind of tacky, right?
Yeah, like
Kind of like a sports bar.
a caricature, right, of
Italian
Frank
place.
Sinatra. That was stupid, right? So it was. So you're up here with the chandeliers, and then you have drawings on the walls, right? So that's already bad. And then we get 2 waiters, which is amazing. One was training, but then they had these. What do you call those things they had on? The socks. What do you call that?
Oh, fishnets.
Oh,
yeah, they wear
fishnets,
fishnet stockings.
which they look
there,
hot as
just
hell.
so everybody knows.
They did, but
Yes.
where does it fit in an Italian restaurant?
Well, in their defense, I feel like it's like a
Well, they had like leaves on the fishnets, so
classy.
yeah. I'm going to drop it to a 2 now.
Wow. Wow. Now that you think about it. So do we dare say 2.5?
Okay, fine.
2.5 stars.
Is that too low?
This is your opinion.
Oh, okay.
So if you think 2.5 stars, I'm not just going to call you an asshole, okay?
What?
It's whatever you want. Huh?
Okay.
I'm going to go 3.2.
Oh, you're such an ass kisser. You're the nice guy.
3.2 stars.
You always have to be the nice one.
Okay, so I'm 3.2. All right, services.
Oh, that's a 2. And you know it. They missed our bread.
They missed our bread, and
We
then,
had to ask for it. Linda had an attitude.
Oh
by the
my
way.
gosh, she was going to come
I
across the
thought she was
table.
going to smack her. I was like, whoa, what's happening here? But she got us the bread.
Her Cuban side comes out.
She got us the bread. Now, maybe because of the attitude, we didn't get any olive oil or any kind of stuff to put on the bread.
Correct.
So we got bread and water.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Bread.
Horrible.
And then let's not forget, let's ask about this. How was your cocktail? We'll be uploading that video
It was
later.
okay. It was okay. It was a limoncello. And it was very lemony. Is that a word? Lemony?
It is now.
Yeah. Too strong and sour for like too much lemon, you know?
So and normally that drink has a lot of sugary.
Oh, hell yeah.
Taste to it.
Yeah. Well, only in the glass, but.
Oh no, like so that's why
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying.
it was very
like, so
sour. It was very sour.
More swap.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, very sour.
Okay.
So I'm staying with the 2.
Okay. Well, I got a Crown and Sprite, so it's pretty hard to fuck that up. Okay.
Well, you didn't get it.
But technically, yes. I was about to say
You
it.
did not.
That liquor I wanted, and that was a Friday night at 7 p.m.
You are right.
And it was Canada.
Well, you know, COVID has messed up everything. They couldn't get delivery. You know?
Don't give
But
me
again,
that.
you see?
Bro, it's
So
Canada.
I'm right about the 2.
I'm going to give you... Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
This is on
2.5. Yeah.
This is on services.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
What else?
Correct. The last one was presentation and classiness. And you gave it 2.5.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. And I'm going to go ahead. I really wasn't I'm gonna match you 2 for 2 on the service. I wasn't happy. And how about the comida?
The
Boom!
comida was
I just
good.
spoke
Yeah,
Spanish.
the comida was good. Okay. I talk about presentation. I got a 1 pound lasagna. Right. I ate all that shit. I tore that thing. But they had nothing, not even a piece of garnish.
Oh, that's right. You were worried
I was
about
like,
the
any sides? It
sides.
was just a pound lasagna. I'm like, oh,
Did you really feel like you needed a side?
you
It's a
always have a
pound of
side with your
lasagna.
food. It doesn't matter if you eat it or not.
You could have asked for more bread
Oh yeah, we should have got it like when
for
we're in the
dipping.
cars already. It's taking forever.
I got more frustrated with the people, and I know I'm not supposed to say this, but the people beside us,
The lady with the flip flops.
the trio of people that look like they just left the Golden Corral
They probably did.
and came
Yeah.
here.
Well, she had flip flops and she had
Look,
like bunions or something. That didn't look. That
and look,
wasn't. Yeah.
just to be fair, I'm not picking on people if you're big. If you're big, you're big. It's not a big deal. But find a way to present yourself.
I don't know, but I overheard her saying if they had a 3 pound lasagna. But hey, that's just me.
Oh my
Just
God.
kidding, just kidding.
If I get the 3 pounder,
I
do I
I
get
heard
a
he got a one
discount?
pound. Do you have a 3 pound, 5 pounds? Nope, sorry.
Yeah, I think yeah, it was a lot. And I didn't like that. I don't mind if that is going on at a restaurant. Look, there's going to be that going on. But I didn't like that they were in our space.
Hmm.
They were in our space
The
when they
table
were
was very
sat.
close to us.
Like, you couldn't get out of the
Yeah,
booth.
yeah, right. You're right. When we were leaving, I had to like squeeze to get out.
And I didn't like the booth, quite honestly.
Yeah,
I felt like I
and
was
I was
very
not gonna
far
ask her
from
to
the table.
move. That's we don't have time for that. Um,
I'm just not that in public. If you would have, I would have just walked away.
I probably would have done it.
I would have just
Yeah,
left.
I would have given the
Just,
look. Yeah.
you know? Okay. So, food.
So it was good. It had good flavor. Um, I'm still I'm still regretting it. I think a little bit because I cannot eat the red sauce, but I still do. I'm still kind of gassy. Uh,
I'm sure that's most of us,
yeah, yeah, but it was pretty good. It
for
was pretty
sure.
good. Good flavor. Sasha's food was good.
Yeah, the
Yeah, yeah, it
salmon.
was good. And the risotto, that was good.
Yeah, that sounded good
Yeah. I mean, I still hate the
on the
whole
menu.
pound of lasagna, but
Took a bite of, not without taking a
I,
bite of
I,
salmon
think, I
last.
think I ate half of it. Um,
I'm definitely going to say, I'm going to give it on the food. I got the special. Pretty
yeah.
happy with that.
Hey, I mean, everybody gets
Yeah.
happy with specials.
Well, I'm going to give it and I got the blueberry cheesecake.
The cannoli was good.
Yeah,
You had to
dude,
you
their
had to see
food
Linda.
there.
You saw Linda how she. Oh no, you were not there. You went out for I think the bathroom or something. Linda
Uh,
got into that cannoli, man. I was like,
I bet.
whoa. She was aggressive with it. I was like, this is what happens when you share.
Oh, I can just a
Yeah,
taste. Just a taste. Dude, every
yeah,
time that happens to me, anywhere I go, if I get something. So, because we almost got the same thing, but that wasn't allowed to happen because then it
yeah.
was.
And you got blueberries. I'm like, I don't want that.
The blueberry cheesecake was tasty. I'm not going to lie. That was good. I just finished it last night.
Oh yeah, you guys took leftovers. We never have
Yeah.
leftovers.
Well, we don't go out much anymore. So, like, we'll have leftovers
You
for
always
dinner
done that.
tonight.
All the years that I've known you, you always say
Yeah.
food. I don't know why. Always,
Well, but what's funny is, so when
you're
I'm
always
on the
thinking about
road
tomorrow.
for
Even
work,
when we worked together, you always thought about tomorrow. Like, the hell, what if I'm not here tomorrow? I'm not leaving no blueberry cheesecake for nobody. No, I eat all that.
well, you grow up with 6 brothers and sisters.
Oh,
You get a little protective.
yeah.
You gotta put your name on that shit in
Well,
my house. If you had refrigerator, what's the rule? Here's a question. What's the rule in your house if you or Sasha or your kids bring home leftovers and you don't put your, like, what's the rule? Like, they go in the
they don't
fridge.
touch.
Can you go? Can you go eat
Nope.
them if they're not
Nope.
yours?
Not allowed.
Even okay. Now look. Second question: is that a parent rule too? Like, so if you go in there and you see your two
Yeah.
kids
I always ask.
have
We always ask.
leftovers,
Hey, you're gonna eat this? You want it?
you
No. Yeah. We don't just grab something and eat it.
so you respect the
Oh yeah.
leftovers
That is.
in your house.
I think it's because it's
Definitely.
happened in the past, probably when they were younger, and I don't know. It really doesn't happen. I think because of maybe past incidents.
Can you give me an example?
I don't know. I can't remember anything right now. But I'll tell you this. So Onyx, he eats for like 3 people, right?
He's a
Yeah.
grown boy.
So back when he was around 4 or 5 years old, right? This is how good we are. I remember asking him if he wanted something to eat, and he said he wanted something. So I said, "You want hot dogs?" And he said, "Yeah, I want some hot dogs." And I said, "Okay, let me go get him ready." He walks away from me, and I'm like, "Where are you going?" He's like, just kept walking. So I follow him. He went into his bedroom. He climbed over his bed and went to the corner of his bed, and he started reaching in. I was like, "What are you looking for?" I said, and he's like, he's struggling over there. So I said, "Get out. Let me help you out." I moved the mattress. He had a whole pantry. He had hot dogs. He had bread. He had empanadas. He had all kinds of food. I was like, "What the hell is all this?" He's like, "Well, that's my food." I said, "What do you mean it's my food?" He said, "Well, I save food. When I'm full, I save the leftovers." He saves them next to the bed. So anytime he was hungry, he would just lay in bed, reach out next to him, have a snack. I was like, it was so old, the food. Dude, I was so mad at him. Yeah. We had to throw all that away to clean everything. Yeah.
All in your room, it's
And
been
he was crying when I was
stinking.
throwing it away. But that's my hot dog. Let it go, buddy. Yeah. So there you go.
He's gonna hate us for that story. You know that now.
Who cares? That's what you get for being my kid.
Well, in my house, growing up, you had to put your name on it. So if you put food in the refrigerator, like say you go to your favorite restaurant, your favorite dish, your favorite dessert, whatever, you bring it home. I'm gonna snack on this after I get out of the shower, whatever. You go home and your initials or your name or your damn cattle brand has to be on that box. If it is not, it's fair game.
I don't know. Me growing up, we never had leftovers. Between my brothers and I, man, whatever we had for dinner, we would just finish it that night. We never had leftovers.
Well, and you see, that was the thing. My brother and I, growing up, oftentimes didn't have leftovers. But my parents, my sister, when she would come into town, whatever, would always bring home leftovers. So we would like chill in the living room because there's an open floor plan and be like,
Do you,
looking at the refrigerator. Because if you can get the leftovers when they're still warm, that's prime time leftover right
and
there.
growing up, we didn't really go out to eat that much. We were poor. We were
We
very
didn't
poor.
either. That's, don't make it sound like I
I'm
came
not
from
saying
the
that.
war
I'm
box.
just telling you my home, my situation. We were broke. There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah.
Yeah, we were balling on a budget. If there's no leftovers, go ahead and get some new news,
We
some
had a
ramen
lot of bread
noodles.
and water. But yeah.
So leftovers had a no touch rule at your house. Nice. Now I will tell you, if you touch somebody's leftovers that had the name on it, then you got in trouble. That could get your
Oh,
butt whipped with
yeah.
mom and dad right there. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
that was a hard fact.
Yeah. Where do we left with the?
Oh yes. So sorry. So the food, 4-star rating for me
Yeah.
all day.
Huh.
So I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah. I think I'm going to agree with you. Yeah.
4 stars.
The presentation
All
on the plate
right.
was not the
So
best, but the food had good flavor.
yeah,
I wish there
yeah,
was
I think
more
so.
to
And
my plate, but again, that's just mine.
I I can appreciate that. That's just what, just
Yes.
your opinion. I see what you did there. All right. So overall, so we got a total of averaged out at like 2.8 stars for presentation and classiness. So I'm gonna say less than classy
Yeah, and you know what?
overall.
Usually when you
And
go to a restaurant like that, sometimes the managers will walk the tables, right? And ask you how you're doing.
good
Nobody showed up.
point. You know what I like when you go to a nice restaurant and they shave the table in between courses. You ever do that? You go to a restaurant
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
in
yeah.
between you have your and they
Yep.
shave the table. Oh, dude, to me, there's nothing
That's yeah.
classier than a good table shave.
Well, they didn't have to do that
Just
to the table next to us. They were gonna clean that stuff anyway.
yeah, that was a different group
Yeah.
there. So I wanted to see what you've been watching this week. What you've
Well,
been watching? Did you watch the informative documentary Men Who Built America?
no. Wait, but no. I will. I
Damn.
will. It's actually on my
Damn.
list. Actually, I have this long list of stuff that I want to watch, and I was gonna watch the movie. What is it called? The zombie movie.
The
I have
Army
it
of the
also in
Dead
queue, like to watch it. Right? Which you
on
watched it,
Netflix,
right?
by the way, for anybody who wants to watch it. I literally started it
Okay,
this
so I
afternoon.
was gonna start to watch it. Now, it looks fun, right, to watch it, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people gonna like that movie. They're already talking about a sequel. I'm pretty sure,
There's a good
yeah, and I'm pretty
cast.
sure it's gonna do well. Um, it just looks a little corny. I don't know.
Now it's corny. They're gonna do
Well, they
good.
are.
There's gonna be a
There's
sequel. Now it's
a
corny.
fan club for that. You know?
Do you think it's because? Okay, so wait. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. We didn't explain it briefly. So the movie is about a, zombie
In
type
Vegas.
situation that in
Yeah.
in Las Vegas, and it is kept in Las Vegas. The situation, it's not like Walking Dead where the whole country was
Another stupid
infested.
show.
I did not like Walking Dead. I think we just lost 30 followers by saying that. But
We lost a
I
few
did
million.
not like The Walking Dead. Yeah, I
It is so stupid.
yeah,
Let me before we go back to the Vegas zombie attack. The Walking Dead makes no sense because they're up to how many seasons now? Like 10 seasons?
dude, that thing.
More?
I think. Oh my
What is
gosh,
the
I think it's
purpose of
longer
it?
than that.
The walkers, because they call them
To
walkers.
me,
Ooh. They're walking around through 10 seasons.
yep.
What is the end goal here? Are we going to kill them? Are we going to find a cure? What is going to happen here? Eh,
All I got to say is that we got a COVID vaccine
yeah.
in a year. You're telling me these fucking zombies been running and
So
gunning for 10 seasons strong and nobody figured
anybody
out
that
how to
I've
stop
talked
them?
to, they have the same excuse. It's not about the zombies. It's about the stories. I'm like, fuck it. No. Why would you make it about
Who gives
zombies
a
if
shit
you
about
want to
the
make it
story?
about stories? Anyway, that's not the whole thing. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about the movie. The Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What's it called? Vegas
Just my
Zombies?
opinion,
Something like
though.
that?
No. Army of the
Exactly.
Dead.
That's what I said. So, I was going to watch it. I will watch it because it's a new movie, so I want to see what's going on. But that's my thing. I'm not sure about it. It looks a little goofy. I don't know.
Yeah.
You have what's his name, Dave Bautista, who's like this bodybuilder.
But Dave
What is it?
Batista.
Oh,
Batista. It's just with your accent. I'm just letting you know.
Batista.
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 There you go. Batista. It's even sound, I think he is Spanish for the record.
I don't think so.
No?
Anyway, it just looks kind of goofy to watch. So I started watching, and you'll tell me because you watched the movie a little bit, but I started watching the show Rotten from Netflix. So, you
Yes.
know, the first episode, you would think it's kind of silly or stupid because they're talking about avocados. But the title of the episode is called Avocado War. Right there, you got my attention. All right? I did not know that the kind of business it is. I,
The avocado game is strong, man. It's a green game. It's a
nice
green
way to put it.
game.
So, it started by apparently was an unhealthy fruit, right? Do you know that? Did you know there was a fruit?
Okay.
Avocado is a fruit.
No, I did not know. Are we in an
Boom!
Dude, add a new. Boom! Dude, I come with the electricity. You
We
come
need
with
sound
the
effect on
freaking.
this thing. Beep, 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 beep. Avocado is a fruit. It is a fruit. Yeah, I learned
No
that.
shit.
Anyway, so the avocado business is a billion-dollar business, right? But they talk about the history. Well, first they talk about the political side and the business and how much it makes and all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. But they talk about this is in a big part controlled by the cartels in Mexico because of the money. They
No
kidnap
kidding.
people all because of an avocado.
Papa, don't
No.
touch my
So,
avocados. I'll cut
like
your neck.
Mexico supplies 1/3 of the avocados to the world. Isn't that insane?
That is
Right?
a lot of avocados.
They are huge in the United States because, especially like a place like California, a lot of the avocados here come from California. But because of the seasons, they cannot provide all year round, right? But
Yeah.
Mexico can provide avocados anytime they want because of the weather conditions and all that kind of stuff. Isn't that amazing? Look at that!
That is very cool. Good
Viva
for Mexico.
Anyway, so but yeah, I was I was listening to it, and again, I was just blown away by the fact that the business that is that people just kidnapping people for avocado. So I'm going to extort you because you are in that business, and I want this much money, or if not, we are going to kill your family.
Oh my!
Oh, because avocados.
Or- all over an avocado, all over
Yeah.
a bowl of guac, and that's
Yes,
on
it is.
Netflix,
It's
right?
really good, very interesting, and then to hear the struggles of those people, with their business and trying, they're afraid of what it can happen to them because they're in that business. You got to protect those avocados.
Gotta protect
You
the
got to
avocado.
protect the avocado. No, I'm not kidding you, man. It's insane. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so they talk about people, the scientists discovering that it's not just it was not because it's greasy, fatty. So back in the 80s, it was thought that avocado is unhealthy. When no, actual avocado does so many good things for you, whether if it's hair treatment, facials, and then you eat it too. It's really good for you, right?
Holy shit! Fun
I sounded
fact.
really good there, right?
You really
I
did.
like I know my shit. Wow,
You just preached.
I gotta tell
took
Mom.
Cliff Notes.
I did so good today. But yeah, it's good.
Well, I think that is freaking fantastic.
There's more episodes I'm gonna watch little by little, but I gotta stop so I can watch the Vegas and
Army of the Dead.
Vegas zombies.
Yeah, I looked it up, dude. By the way, Dave Bautista,
Yeah.
52 years old. That
Ripped.
guy.
Now he did something to
52.
his face, like he did some Botox or some cheap ass surgery.
Dude, I think if I bumped into Dave Bautista, I would say sorry about 1,000
Why?
times. I'm not running up on Dave Bautista. God, no.
Yeah,
That's a
And-
big man.
for-
All right, you got Dwayne Johnson behind door number 1, and Dave Bautista behind door number 2. Which door are you going through? You got to life or
I'm going
death
through
here.
The Rock. Yeah.
Really?
But he's a nice guy.
6'5", 250 pounds.
I can talk him through,
come on through.
and eventually I'm out, behind him in the door. I could trick him into like, excuse me, sir.
I think, with The Rock, I would have to
Yeah,
say I
he's
would
a
go
nice
through
guy.
The Rock, too. and I don't mean, yeah, I don't
No,
think I
no.
can whip either of their
But I think
asses,
Dave Batista
but I
will hurt you. He will hurt. Yeah,
hold
he
his
will hurt you.
ground.
He doesn't look like a nice person though. He looks very like serious. Like
I liked him in that movie Stuber with
oh
Kamal
yeah,
Nanjiani.
I,
You didn't like that
yeah,
movie?
yeah. It was okay.
Really? I
Yes,
like
he is.
Kamal.
But Dave Batista trying to be a comedian doesn't work. Yeah, I don't like when
Really?
these
You think he was?
superhero actors try to go to do some comedy. Not all of them can pull it.
Now, is it just me, or do you think that Dave Bautista's like a baby rock, like a, like
I
a?
think he would be more like his father
I,
because he's like older. You know what I mean?
well, you know what I mean. Like, I don't think so. I think. Hang on, how
He's
old
up
is
there
The
too.
Rock? Yeah, The Rock. Well, no, The Rock just had a birthday. What am I thinking? He just had a birthday. I
Oh
think he
yeah,
turned
just 3
49.
years younger.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. Well,
to
I think that
me,
like Hollywood is trying to make him that. Yeah.
Batista reminds me a lot. Yes, like so that there's more than one Dwayne Johnson.
Well, it
And
happened
I
with
think I
Stallone
think with Stuber,
and what's the other guy, the Terminator guy? I forgot his name. Yeah, I think they did try to do the
Arnold
same thing
Schwarzenegger.
in their time. You need more than one superhero, or like one of those
Yeah,
big guys. I don't think there's
yeah,
anybody else right now, right? Like,
no. Well, but to Dave Bautista's point, he did a kick-ass job at being funny in Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah, yeah,
Do you know
I
who?
do.
You know the character?
I mean, he didn't have that many lines,
Yeah,
but
I like that one.
he doesn't really talk that much in the movie.
I know he says a lot of funny stuff because remember he's really straightforward.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So,
Anyways. So hey, let me ask you: did you do
I
any
did.
biking this
I did.
week? How many
I
miles?
did every day. I
Don't you bullshit my listeners. What'd you do? How
I
many
was
miles?
doing 20 and 30 a day. I did the whole
20
week.
and
The only
30
day I did
miles?
not do anything was I did less than that was the day we went out for dinner because I really didn't have too much time. Because it takes time, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I haven't been able
20,
really
30
to do
miles
more
on a
than 20,
bicycle.
30 miles because I got to go to work. So yeah, I
Wow.
can do 60 in 4 hours or 3.5. Yeah, I love it.
Wow. Bro, you're fucking peddling. I don't know why, but I find a way to incorporate that every week because I find that
I think I
incredibly
feel like
fascinating.
I'm in probably close to the best shape I've been in a long time. We don't need to talk
And
about
how
that.
old are you?
We're talking about shape.
Why?
We're talking about shape.
We
Well,
just
that's
put
on
Dwayne,
them. They're
we
the
just put
celebrities,
Dwayne
not
Johnson.
us. There's a reason There's a reason I'm wearing a hat
I
right
just
now.
want I just want to tell the listeners, exactly what you're capable of at your age. I think
Why
is
you have to say
fascinating
at
because
my
I
age?
can't do
What the
that.
fuck is that? What do you mean by at my age?
Because if you notice between like I was reading an
Yeah,
article about The Rock the other day, and because he didn't gain
yeah,
like his stacks and stacks. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong, he was really strong when he was a wrestler, no doubt, and a football player. But he like
yeah.
inflated between his 30s and 40s.
hmm
If you really look at it, and that's my point. Is I find it fascinating
I
because until the other day, even I looked at you and literally said, when you did tell me your age, I literally said that there's
good
no
genes.
way
It's good genes.
like
Um,
that we. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because truthfully, like I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not trying to be a jerk. You look like you're 37. The way you can ride a motor or bicycle 60
Somebody told me I was
miles.
34, so let's do 34. Um,
I like
there we go. I
32.
feel so
I'll
much
give
better
you
now.
32,
No, but let me tell you, I think the
dude.
30s
Who I
and 40s. Well, I'm just starting. Let me get that straight. Um, are better than my 20s. I don't know.
why is that?
I'm enjoying it more. In your 20s, you're going too fast.
Yeah.
You're going very fast. Now I can
Yeah.
step back and enjoy it. I can enjoy a workout. Back when in your 20s or in your
Yeah.
early 20s and late in teens, you're between college and doing sports, so you're at the gym eating it. You're doing so much to get ready. I don't do it because of that now. You know? So I'm enjoying
Yeah.
working out. I enjoy getting on my bike, put music on, and just ride the bike. I can go to the gym for 2 hours and feel good about it. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you're in
I
your twenties,
understood. I understood. You're
when you're
there.
in
You're there
college
more
and you
for
want to
you.
make a team, you gotta prove yourself. So that's why you do a lot of those stuff. I don't need to do that crap now. I do it because I like it. Because I like it. Yeah.
Good for you. And now, last time we talked about your fitness off the record or off the cast, you said that you were doing a lot of cardio now, which I know has always been your passion as long as I've known you, is like the cycling and stuff. But are you going to start now that you've shed off any little bit of fat you had? I know we had talked before. You
I
might
started,
get into
yeah.
a little bit of lifting.
I did, yeah, yeah.
Are you already doing
I
that?
started lifting, yeah.
Good for you.
It's all hiding under the shirt.
Wow.
So
Oh, I believe it.
It's just
I believe it, bro.
I'm smaller.
This guy.
Yeah, way smaller. I've lost a lot
Yeah.
of weight. So. Well,
No, I think that's cool though. When we first met, and you showed me the old picture of yourself, and
Yeah.
you're like, look at all the weight I've lost. That's
Just-
badass.
you go up and down, but I'm being
badass.
very consistent now, so I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, now I'm trying myself. I'm going to do this rock thing. Like we said, I think we talked about it a little bit last week. But I'm going to start this rock thing on the 1st and
So you're trying
try
to
to keep
gain?
up with it on my TikTok. So any of you guys. Yeah, well, I'm not. So I've gotten down now. So I lost a bunch of weight because I was like 238 pounds like 2.5 years ago. And it didn't
nobody.
look good on me. I'm about 6 foot. Well, some guys will pull it off because
And
they're
they're
238,
taller,
but they're
too.
muscle. You know what I mean? Like
If you're
look-
taller, yeah.
yeah, like my brother is 6'2", and he can be 220 pounds, and he even 230, and doesn't even work
Well,
out and looks
I
good.
understand. I was
so-
I'm 5'9", and my highest was I want to say either 254 or 264. Can't remember exactly.
Wow. Do you mind if I ask where you're at now?
179.
Wow,
Yeah.
bro.
But that's after I was
That's
first
awesome.
at 160. I was at 160, and again, I got all the way to 250 or 260. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
That's the life.
That is crazy. That's why I say you got to put it out there. I'm not picking on you.
Yeah.
You got to put it out there.
But
That's
I don't want to
awesome,
get big.
man. That's
I want
something
to
to
get
be proud
ripped.
of.
Like, that's the difference,
See, well, and see, that's the thing with this rock thing that I like. So since like December when we got into it, Melinda and I, and going to the gym like a lot, like 6 days a week, and changing our diets and everything, mainly because she did all the cooking there to do that. It worked out really good, but now I'm getting kind of bored. So now I'm going to just try this thing out. I made it up, but my one friend told me about it, and it's 75 hard is what he did. It's this program type thing. He'd probably kill me for calling it a program, but it's supposed to help with anybody as you do it. It gives you just teaches you good life skills in the process, like creating a schedule, getting up extremely early. You have to do 2 workouts per day. You have to take a picture, put it on the app. Like they hold you accountable, and you have to do all this 7 days a week for 75 days. And once you do all that, at the end, it does a big report of it all. But it's a mental thing. You have to read 10 pages of a book every day, as well as the
from
minimum.
The Rock, you said?
And
okay.
no. So what I am doing is that's the program. So you pick your own workouts that you want to do. And anybody can do this, by the way. You can download the 75 Hard app or go on their website. And what you do is in that program, you dictate what your workouts are. one of your workouts every day has to be outside. And now your workout, though, can be biking for 45 minutes. Like the minimums on this are not crazy. 45 minutes is the minimum. So you could do as low as 45 minutes on a bike, go on a walk, on a run, whatever. It just needs to be outside. All right. And then what I'm doing is I'm morphing the rock
Gotcha.
workout regimen into that. So the rock prefers you to do 30 to 50 minutes of cardio before you do his workout. And I don't have the schedule that would allow me to follow it verbatim. So that's
Yeah.
why I say I'm morphing it a little bit. So one of my workouts for 75 hard that will be outside will be the
Gotcha.
the
Yeah.
the walking or running, and then the other workout inside will be at the gym doing whatever it is for that day. And I'm going to try and keep up with it. I'm going to do it for 75 days, and to hold me accountable. And I want to see if I actually get a difference. And if you want to keep up with that, you can
Of
follow us
course.
on Just My Opinion and all that, or you can go on my TikTok. But we're going to try and see how it turns out, see if we
That's
notice
pretty
any
cool.
differences. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just on a fitness kick lately, and I do think that I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a gym rat. I do have a life, but at the same time, I do think if you look at all the famous people or wealthy people in the world or just successful as a more broad stroke term,
Yeah.
like all of them are working out. Like physical
Yeah.
fitness is good for your mental
Yeah. Now
health
the only
as much as
difference I
your
think is
physical
that
health.
they live out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I
they have
mean,
the ability to really.
they
I mean, like
they
look
they
at
make
Kevin
business
Hart
out of
too.
that. You know. Hey, maybe I can get a deal.
Yeah.
Something about cycling. Anyway. So
Now, what do you think about this? Okay, so we did that whole series talk about fitness. On the flip side, think about actors and actresses like Matt McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club.
yeah.
Bro, are you? He got down. He got down like
That's
105,
dedication right there.
110
Well,
pounds.
that's a lot of money too. So we got to do it.
What? I could I, as somebody who wants to be, I read in his book, Green Lights. Really good book. It's Matt McConaughey. I should
Yeah.
let you borrow it. I think you would really like it. And anyways, he ate fish and drank wine, a bottle of wine every
I
day.
love fish.
That's how he got down to that weight. But that's all you eat, fish and drink
Yeah.
wine. And that's all he had for like X amount of time and was still running.
Yeah. But I think that's part of his job. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm gonna do because I'm getting ready for work, right? I'm getting paid for this, and I need to get to this target. So it's a little easier than if you and I on our daily basis, I gotta go to work, right? My job and trying to commit to something like that. That's very tough, you know. That is his life.
Yeah.
Our life is work, gym, family, all that kind of stuff. To find the balance is really hard. So I wouldn't imagine that it's
Yeah.
easy for him either. But you know, yeah, that's what he's getting paid for, which is
Wow.
different than us, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I suppose. No. You
Yeah.
are correct. You are correct. I'm not being
It's like
difficult.
all those
You're right.
bodybuilders
You're
or
right. Yeah.
models,
Yeah.
they get paid for that. So that's their routine of the day. I need to maintain or get better at this. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can get that. I can get that. I just don't know if I could do it. I would have to get a check ahead of time.
You gotta
I'm not
be
cutting out.
mentally prepared for it.
I'm
You
not
gotta,
cutting
you
out
gotta
what I
disconnect
get.
yourself from everything to get it done. I think this is what I'm going to do for this
Yeah.
period. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Bye. However, there's no other way
Yeah.
to really focus.
And I think Matt's good at that. Dude, in his book you learn a lot about him, and I don't want to ruin the book for
Is it a new
anybody out
book?
there that's going to read it. But
But is it
again,
new?
it's a really good book. Yeah, it came out about.
Newer.
It's newer. It came out about. I think. Well, I think it came out
Okay.
just before COVID. I want to say, or during, maybe. I can't remember. I actually heard about it on another podcast, Armchair Experts, and with Dak Shepard. And Matt McConaughey was a guest on there talking about it. And the book sounded good, so I bought it next time I saw it out. And I got to say, I read it in. Now, I'm not a good reader. So for everybody to know, I mean, I'm a good reader, but I'm not a fast reader. So, and I got sucked
Yeah.
into this book. It's like 300
Oh
pages,
wow.
and I think I did it in like 2 weeks. I mean, I was reading. I was staying up late reading it all the time. I mean, it was just really, really good, and it's a fun story because you learn a
All
lot
right.
about
All
Matt
right.
McConaughey and. All
Good. Good.
right, all right, all right. Yeah, man. But side note, anyways, after last week's episode where we
Yeah.
touched on Morning Cup of Murder, just want to say thank you, right,
Corina.
to
Corina.
Caroline and
Yeah.
what Corina,
She's.
and she did
Can you say it?
she
Can you
did
still
thank
say the
us,
name? No, but the last name. She.
Corina
She tried to explain it, but
Bermsfurter.
anyway,
She sent us
I
a
still,
text.
even trying to reading it the way she was explaining it, I was like, I'm gonna leave it at Corina.
And
It's
I
good,
have
right?
listened to it. I've actually told a couple people about her
It's good.
podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is really good. It is really good. It is a nice
Yes.
little
Yes. Yes.
fun fact of the day with her.
Yes. It would
And
be
maybe
nice.
we'll have her on the show.
Yeah. If
Like
you
I
would
said.
have somebody to interview,
We'll-
who would you like to interview one day? If you ever had a chance to interview somebody.
Morgan Freeman.
Black Jesus?
I'd like to talk to Morgan Freeman. Dwayne John.
Yeah.
Black Jesus. I think he's cool, man. I think he's. And I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah.
I'd like to just sit here and have him talk to me.
Yes, yes.
Dude, I think his voice is fascinating. But I think it would probably be selfishly somebody in the comedy world. I'd really like to talk to
Yeah.
it's hard to pick one. I know like somebody like Jerry Seinfeld would be on there. If I could talk to
Yeah.
I tagged Pete Corielli in our stuff the other day. I would love to do like a 4-way interview where we could
Gotcha.
interview the Pete and
ha-
Sebastian show.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, just shout out to them. I thought it was pretty
Very
cool
nice.
that Pete Corielli went out of his way, shared some messages with me as well. I think it's pretty kick-ass, what they got going on over there at that podcast, a lot of talent. And those guys trying to motivate me to further
Yeah,
my
no,
career
very
in
nice.
comedy. That was awesome, man. And same to Karina. I joke, but
If
that
I
was
were
really
to do
awesome.
an interview, I would
Yeah.
like to do like a dinner type interview, right? Sit, have a dinner, and have drinks with two people, Dave Chappelle and Charles Barkley. Dude, it would be
Oh,
awesome,
that's a
right?
good mix.
very,
That's a good mix.
very
I think
clever.
Dave Chappelle's
Very
definitely one of the
clever.
smartest comedians.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my favorite.
better word. Better
Yeah,
word.
he's my favorite, hands down. That will be an amazing dinner. It's
Yeah, I do like Dave Chappelle.
just chat, you know. That would be cool. One day,
Yeah,
one day.
I would enjoy that.
I wouldn't play golf with Barkley because
Yeah.
he doesn't look like he plays that good. I don't play that good either, so that would be really bad.
They
He's
actually
getting better
make fun
though.
of
I've been watching him. He's
his
getting
golf
better.
game
He's getting
in,
a lot better.
in the ESPN
So-
commercials.
Anyway, I think we're good for the day. I think we're now. I gotta say something real quick. I
Yeah, I
told you
think
this
so.
before. We have a listener all the way at Brussels, Germany.
Belgium.
Oh yeah, you're right, Belgium. What am I?
Brussels,
why am I thinking Germany?
Brussels, Belgium. It's
Oh,
okay.
and it's right next to it. That's why.
because it's
Yeah, it is. That's why. I don't know why
it's
I would-
really close.
But,
Yeah.
dude, a listener all the way down there. Like, can they even understand what we're saying?
I think they can, right? I think their schools are actually better than ours because they get, well, at least better than American schools because they get taught, like, when I was a German exchange student,
So
they got
hopefully it's
taught
a real
3
person, not
different
like a little
languages
kid
in my
just
exchange.
hit play on something and start listening to it. But if it's real, man, shout out to it, to that person. That is really cool.
Yeah. And if it's, I was actually kind of hoping that it was one
They
of my
told you
friends from my
no.
exchange group back in the day. Yeah.
We don't
You know,
listen to
shout
that
out to
crap.
Wattenscheid.
So, but
Bochum,
anyway, yeah,
Germany,
that's pretty
baby.
neat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been neat seeing this thing grow, man. And thank you to everybody that I know for, I went up to my family at my second cousin's first birthday yesterday. And I was going to everybody, getting them to, hey, you listen to the cast?
Do it.
Are you on the cast? Just be on the cast. Just subscribe.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Not coming
Yeah,
to the
get
next
on the
birthday
cast. Come
party.
on. Notifications, turn them on.
There's always a party.
If you don't,
So, okay, man. Well, let's go.
yeah.
Vámonos. Vámonos.
Well, my brother, let's go.
Oh, me. Anyway, man. I'll talk to you next week, right?
I'll talk to you next week, my friend, as always.
Yeah. Stay in touch.
And this is
Bye,
Blast. And
bye, everybody. Bye, bye.
that was the just my opinion, baby.
Yeah. Vámonos.